howdy. So I figured I would do a big overview of everything that we've done so far because I haven't filmed all of it just because I think it would be kind of boring. Because some of the stuff is electrical we've done and some installation. So I figured I'd just walk you through where we're at so far with the barn. So I'm turning around. So here's the loft. Going up to the steps. So we have enclosed these walls here going up because this would be the kids' room. So I'm actually over my son's bed here. We got some insulation coming through because I wanted to make sure it was sealed. So we'll cover that up later. And then there's the closet to my daughter's room. So we have completely covered coming up to the stairs here. And then we have a nice view of outside. And then this will have our door right here. And then coming in, you can see exactly where we're at. So we have put in all the outlets here for the hallway. We're going to have a light. Actually, I should go back here. We're going to have two lights up here in the stairwell as we go down to it. And then we'll have, of course, a light in this hallway. We have expanded all of the ceiling. As you can see, all up there, we were not going to enclose. We were originally just going to do this bottom of the wall, but then we decided, well, noise, all that stuff, and then the bathroom, seal that off, as well as for the kids, we decided to do theirs all the way up to the ceiling as well, because my son's bed is going to be right here, and he would most likely be throwing stuff over the wall onto his sister, so we figured we'd seal that in. So I've got all of the insulation that we needed for these walls done on this side as well. So this is my son's room, so he'll have a bunk bed. Half of it will be up there, and then we'll build it out here. As you can see, the line on the floor. So he'll have a bunk bed in here. And so we've got all his outlets getting wired up, light switches, as well as my daughter's outlets and wires and all that stuff we've put in here. His light, we did a bed light kind of high up there so he can turn it on and off when he's up there. So that's his all insulated as well. And we'll go over here to, I guess you can see. So this is the kids' rooms from here to there. And then we have my daughter's room that I've insulated as well and go up here. So this would be kind of a closet. We tried to maximize the space over the stairs because their rooms are already small enough. So we try to do as much as we could over the stairs so we can maximize as much space, airspace as well as we could. So this is going to be her closet here. That'll kind of go around, and then this could be some storage above here because she has a bigger bed. So we wanted to make sure that her bed could fit in here because this is kind of her room / guest room. So she does have a full bed that'll go in here and fill up that space. My son, we sold his bed for love because it was a little baby bed. So he'll have a nice little bunk bed cave that he can have. And then you come in here. So I have done all this insulation on this main wall that we built. And let me tell you, this was not easy or fun or would I recommend anybody doing it because it was sketchy. I mean, this goes, we're at a little over 8 feet, I guess, from the floor. And then the peak is another, goes to 29 feet. So 8, so it's 21 feet in the air. And then it drops. So it's 29 feet when there wasn't a wall here. So it was a little iffy doing that. So when we got this wall up, so we're all filled in. We got these windows at a surplus store, which was fabulous because we got them for $60, and these are double pane windows. So we got one there, I guess, and then we have one here, and then we're going to have the fireplace and TV and stuff in the middle there, but double pane, and it opens up. So if I want to yell at my kids when they're in the barn, I can just open this up and holla and then close it, as well as yell at the horses or whatever when they're in the barn. But that was also, we weren't planning on doing that, but since the window was so cheap, these are normally like $100 and something at Lowe's. And we couldn't find what we wanted. So we got that at a surplus place, as well as the kids' doors that are going to be sliding And the reason we chose to do sliding on their doors is because to maximize space. Again, this is 1,000 square feet of living space, bigger than what we've been in. But again, if you have doors that open up, this again, 3 feet wide door, and then you have it open up, so it's going to come out as well, the 36 inches. So you're taking over this wall space, so you can't have anything or else it'll hit it. So that's why we're going to do sliding doors for both kids so that it doesn't come anywhere into their room or into the outside living space. So we're not having to worry about doors taking over use of space. So that's why both kids will have sliding doors up in here. And then we'll have, so we got the insulation all done, most of the wiring done. We've got the layout for the kitchen on the floor here because I'm a very visual person, so I have to visualize what stuff is going. And then it kind of helps just to fit everything into your puzzle, I guess. So that's all measured out like 3 feet from the cabinets and all that. Can't really see it because, it's a mess, of course. And then we built our pantry. And funny thing is, we were not planning on doing a big pantry like this. And the reason is because we got them doors for $20. So we ended up doing a little bit bigger pantry, which is kind of funny because if you see my marks, move the trash. You see my marks on the ground where I had the pantry? It only went out like the 3 inches of the 2x4. So it really didn't go much, and now it's just a desk that we had there, so we can make the desk a little smaller. But we got these fancy doors that, if I can open it up, I don't have a handle. So then I have these nice doors I could put stuff on it and have more space instead. It was just supposed to be a single door pantry. So now I have all this pantry space that I was not planning on, but I got it anyway. So we're excited about that, and I can hang stuff on the door, spices and all that stuff. So it utilizes extra storage space when we have 2 full doors instead of those little sliding pantry doors that are just stupid. But that's my opinion. Anyway, on the ground here, I just painted the bracket for the fan. We originally were going to have the fan, as you can see, we already put holes there. We had it there and we're like, that looks hideous and makes the room look way small. So we got this bracket that I've painted, and we're going to put all the way up there, 21 feet up in the air. And the reason for that is, one, it'll have more space, and it won't make the ceiling feel so low because we have all the ceiling space, so might as well utilize it and not hinder it by putting a fan real low. So we'll be putting the big old fan up in there, and as you can tell, I'm kind of freezing up here. It really holds in coolness for a while, so that'll be very nice. And the reason we also did the high ceilings up here too is we're going to have our split unit AC going up there as well. So they'll just leave their doors open and that'll get in there, but it really holds the temperature well in here. So we'll have the fan up there that'll circulate some air. We like it cold in here, even in the summer. We're from Florida, so we don't need to have it at 65 degrees in here for the summer. So we're not too worried about blasting a whole bunch of AC cold air in here. So we'll have the fan up in there, and then we move on. We're still working on this bathroom design. As you can see, we built the wall here, but we have not put it in because I picked a tub that I wanted jets, and then my husband informed me that jets are just not going to happen because it's too big. So won't. But I'm still going to get my tub. And so we're still working on that design. So we got our vanity light and powered up in here. I left it open there because we got to put an exhaust fan in there. So then we'll have the tub over here. Of course, shitter's there, and then our vanity here. So we're still kind of working on that, which is why I didn't insulate it, because we got to do some plumbing, venting, all that stuff. So why put insulation up when you still got to put a couple holes in the wall. So that'll be a small little bathroom, but I think my favorite part about this, and I think of how we designed it, was this is actually, if you look at it, the master suite. But it is the bathroom from up here, although you've seen our past video, we do have another bathroom, full bath downstairs. And the reason we did that is, one, to maximize the space up here, laundry room, and a second bathroom downstairs, because who needs that up here. You don't use it all the time, but, and then we may, still debating on it for the laundry, is putting a chute right up in here that'll go straight down because the laundry room is literally right over this bathroom. So, but my favorite part, back to where I was talking, is this, that we put this pocket door in here. This is a fantastic saver of space. So when we have people here, we can close this off and still have the privacy of the master bathroom from the master bed. So, and then, you know, door here, and when people aren't here, we just leave it open because the kids usually use our bedroom as their second bedroom for some reason. But then we have a nice master suite from our bedroom, and we don't have to go, you know, open one door, open another door, go to the bathroom. We just walk on in there. So it'll be nice to have that. And then it's also such a space saver as well. So we didn't want to, you know, have this a wall here for no point, walk out here, come back, and have to go into the bathroom. That's just stupid. So that's kind of one of my favorite parts there, is that we did the pocket door in there. And then we have our closet right there. I don't remember what, but it's 2 by 11 foot room, 3. So I believe it's like 2 foot by maybe 8 foot closet. And then we'll have, you know, our dresser here with the TV on top. So we'll have space under there, and then I'll get some some drawers for underneath our bed. But in order also to save space, is we are going to build our own nightstands. So we're going to have, which he put the outlet here, but I'm actually going to have run with it. We decided we're going to have lights up top here into the wall, hanging out from the wall, and then build kind of one of those floating stands, kind of what you see in hotel rooms, but nicer. A floating nightstand here, so you're not taking up, because a normal nightstand is between, 24 to 30 inches of space. Well, then that's 30 inches on one side, 30 inches on the other, and then you're kind of squeezing in with the closet here. So we're trying to make the room still stay looking somewhat big and not crowded with a whole bunch of furniture in here. So we're literally going to have the bed and the dresser in here to keep our space maximized, and also to maximize spaces. We're not putting doors on any of the closets. So the closets are going to have curtains on it. Most people say, oh, that sucks it up. But can you imagine having those, what do they call it? You know, those folding closet doors that are a pain in the ass. We had them at one of our other houses. They pop off all the time. They take up space. They're rickety. They're just whatever. So I'd rather just put in some nice curtains that you can hang down, or, you know, kind of slip them, make them look nice. And then you're not having doors in your space. So again, this whole loft is about maximizing the space that we have, utilizing it to the max that we can. So that's kind of our master so far here that we'll have. So lights for that, fan, we did the fan up here, so built that, painted that, so that'll be our ceiling fan in here. And then our nice view outside, which will have my horses out in that pasture as well. So I'll get that view every morning. We get the sunrise here, so every morning we'll get a beautiful sunrise up here, and we're excited about that as well. So far, here we are. We have our electrical. We're still working on getting that wired, because that, my friends, is $100 and something. So it ain't cheap. Nothing is cheap building right now. If you don't have to build, I recommend not doing it, because that is not cheap. So we've had to buy second roll of that. So just in wire alone is over $250. Just in wire. Okay. In one kind of wire. Okay. That's not even including the white wire. That's also another $167. So it's not cheap. So if you don't have to build, don't build. So we have a lot to do this upcoming weekend. We'll be framing this in with some drywall. Lord, pray for us on that, because we may need to go to marriage counseling by putting up this drywall. So we will see how that goes. But again, we are almost there. I would say, my husband says 50%. I'm saying 49%. we're getting there slowly but surely. And as you can see too, since the wall at the top here, we did have to put extra kind of that spray in foam to fill in the cracks up here, so we have to clean that up as well before I do the drywall at the top there. But baby steps, we are getting there slowly but surely. But that is kind of where we're at here on our loft so far. And again, we have big plans. And then you got this big, one of my favorite parts is we did a 12 by 50 deck out here. So, and then beautiful fall months here, summer months. This is just going to be one of our favorite spots to sit, relax, as well as we did build our fire pit down there with some rocks from the property, and those are huge and heavier than they look from up here. But still got lots of stuff to do here. As you see, we have fence posts laying out here. We did lay out a fence out here and get that put up too. So it's never ending projects here. When you're a one-man team during the week and two-man team on the weekend, things tend to move a little bit slower, but we are making progress there. We are excited. You can see me. Here's our French doors. Favorite. They both open up too. So we did put, I guess, out here on the porch, we got our 2 lights we put up, and then we got outside plugs because you never know what I feel like doing in the future. So that could be some nice landscape lights we hang up in here, do some lights around the paddock, plug in a heater right here. I don't know. But we have the outlets for it. Can never have enough outlets, right? So might as well do it while you're thinking of it. So far, folks, that's where we're at here in our loft ongoing project. So we are getting there. I'll give you updates. Please keep following, like, subscribe on this journey that we are on here in the Ozarks of Missouri.